Gangbusters, police, the G-men are government agents marching against the underworld.
Tonight, the case of the Wolverine. A shrinking, shadowy figure who stole out of the raging blizzards of the North Country to spread terror and destruction. That's tonight's Gangbusters.
Our picture, our setting, is a special office turned over to Gangbusters by Commissioner Louis J. Valentine of the New York City Police for a proxy interview between Colonel H. Norman Schwarzkopf, United States Army, and Tim Curran, former sheriff, Delta County, Michigan. Colonel Schwarzkopf.
I understand tonight's case has a very unusual setting, Sheriff Curran.
Yes, Schwarzkopf?
The desolate North Woods on the Upper Peninsula of the state of Michigan. And it was out of the swirling blizzards of this region that the criminal known as the Wolverine struck.
When I hear you mention blizzards, Colonel Schwarzkopf, my ears go right up.
Why, Frank?
Well, blizzards, cold, and rain make up what I call Sloan's liniment weather. And this winter, with fuel so carefully rationed, is going to make heavier demands than ever on your bottle of reliable Sloan's liniment. So be prepared, as families the world over have prepared themselves during the past 50 years. Always have a bottle of Sloan's liniment handy. Sloan's, you know, takes only a jiffy to apply, and usually brings you quick and comforting relief in almost no time at all. No painful rubbing or massaging. Just pat Sloan's on that sore place and relax for a few minutes. You'll actually feel Sloan's go to work like a heat treatment, which seems to soothe the tightness and tiredness right out of that aching muscle. Don't let winter catch you unprepared. Ask your favorite druggist for a bottle of Sloan's liniment tomorrow. And now, Colonel, what about the blizzard you were discussing?
Well, Sheriff Curran, where and when does the case of the Wolverine begin?
Late one cold winter's night near the town of Gross, Michigan.
A fur trapper, Pierre DeGan, and his dog plodded through the heavy snowdrift toward the shack of another isolated trapper, John Charles. It was beginning to snow heavily. A blizzard was setting in. But soon we warm up at Mr. Charles' place, huh? Ah, there she is, bagarre. She delights with the pantry. I bet Mr. Charles be surprised to see us after all this month. Come on, boy. Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles. You wouldn't go out and leave the lights on. Maybe something wrong. Look at that. The door is swinging open by herself. Come on, boy. We go in and see. Mr. Charles. Mr. Yes. Mr. Charles lying on the floor. Good. His head all blood. Hello? Anyone here? Hello? I'm here. Run back up with your hands. Come on up with your hands. What have you done to Mr. Charles? Shut up, mutt. My Jupiter! You steal my dog! I'm killing you, too, for sticking your nose in here at the wrong time. I can die there with your dog. Ticket agent, Northwest Canal, Two Line Railroad Station.
Fred, that's you?
Yes. Who be I talking to?
Pierre DeGan. Fred.
Yeah?
There is bad trouble. Mr. Charles has been beaten and robbed in his cabin.
What's that you say?
And the gunman, he killed my dog and tried to kill me.
Good luck. Pierre, you saw this gunman, did you? Was he a big fellow with a black mask and a green mackinaw?
Yes, but now you know, Fred.
That's the same critter robbed me here at the station the other night. The Wolverine. Heard about 10 robberies he did. Pierre, did you call Sheriff Tim?
Well, Sheriff Tim don't answer the telephone. That is why I call you.
Yeah, all right, Pierre. I'll get the sheriff quick. I'll call him back right now.
I won't put down that phone.
Hello?
How did you get it down? The Wolverine.
You didn't expect me back again, did you?
I want that cash box. That's just a little taste of what I'll give you. Get me the cash box.
Here. Here's the cash box.
There better be more money in it than last time. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. 9:30 Fred, right on time to pick me up. Now, Pop, you get yours.
Keep your hands off of me.
You're gonna call that two-bit sheriff, eh? Here's what I think of sheriff. Sit down, Detective Ross. Been doing a little checking on some police reports.
Sheriff Tim, this case has me dead beat.
You're right.
No wonder they call him the Wolverine. Seems to have an animal's instinct to avoid every trap we've set.
Now, let's do a little reasoning, Detective Ross. The Wolverine is no stranger to these North Michigan woods.
Mm-hmm.
Notice his cunning in heading for the railroad tracks after each holdup.
Yes.
It prevents our tracking his footprints through the snow. All he has to do is hop a freight. The trail is lost.
Well, I certainly hope our new plan works, Sheriff Tim. Scott says people are afraid to go out nights, barricading their doors, thinking each sound they hear is the Wolverine stealing up on them.
If our first plan doesn't work for us, the second plan may. You know your assignment?
Yes, Sheriff. Stand guard at the North Escanaba Railroad Station every night.
Good. Chief Carswell will have men watching the other stations. It may take nights of watching, but this time, if the Wolverine returns, we'll be ready for him.
This railroad station's like an ice house. Probably warmer outside than in here. Be long after midnight. Made me jump. Didn't expect that thing to ring. Sheriff's the only one knows I'm here. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Well, who is it? Who is it?
I was just wondering, Detective Ross, if you were lonely down there at North Escanaba.
Who is it? Well, whoever you are, if you got anything to say, you better say it. Hello?
You should have been watching the railroad station up at Gladstone, Detective. I just dropped it. I thought I'd let you know.
Hello? Okay, brother, so the joke's on me, eh? Well, maybe not. You don't know about the other trap the sheriff set, and you've just swallowed it. Hook, line, and sinker.
This case gets more interesting all the time, Sheriff Conn. I know our gangbusters listeners are anxious to know what this second trap was.
I know that I, for one, am most interested, Colonel Schwarzkopf, because I've been advising our gangbusters audience for a long time to set a few traps of their own. Traps that will catch muscular aches and pains in time to prevent needless suffering. It's very simple. First, guard against overexertion, accidents, and overexposure to raw weather. Second, if muscular distress does strike, despite all your precautions, apply Sloan's liniment at once. Third, be prepared. Always have a bottle of Sloan's liniment on your medicine shelf. The sooner you pat on Sloan's liniment, the sooner you can expect the quick and comforting relief for which Sloan's is so famous. And how welcome that relief is to you men who come in stiff and sore from your jobs, or you youngsters with your football Charlie horses and roller skating bruises. Yes, even to you mothers, who often feel that a day's washing and cleaning seem to tie your muscles into knots. All you have to do is pat Sloan's on that aching back or stiff shoulder, and almost immediately you'll feel that gentle and penetrating warmth acting like a heat treatment to smooth out the kinks and miseries in those painful muscles. Remember, it's best to be prepared. Ask your druggist for Sloan's liniment next time you're shopping in his store. Well, Colonel, that's the kind of trap I've been setting. What about the trap we hope is going to close on the Wolverine?
Well, Sheriff Conn, You told us how the Wolverine robbed the railroad station at Gladstone, Michigan, while the authorities were guarding the station at North Escanaba. But without knowing it, the Wolverine fell into a carefully set police trap, Colonel Shortstop. It took a little while for the trap to develop. But 3 days later, it was beginning to close. In Nick's small lunchroom on Main Street in Escanaba, Michigan, at exactly 14 minutes to 8 in the morning.
Hey, Nick, how about a check for the food? Let me get out of here.
Oh, sure thing, Mr. Parent. Let's see. You went the 60, 70, 85 cents, Mr. Parent.
Okay, Nick. Here's a dollar. Keep the change.
Oh, thank you.
So long.
Goodbye. He's a very fine man, P.A. You want more coffee, P.A.?
Who was that, Nick?
Oh, what? He was a Joe Parent. And do you know him, P.A.?
Oh. No. First, seemed like I heard that voice someplace.
Oh, monsieur. Mr. Parent used to live in Escanaba till 2 years ago, P.A., but he moved out the west to buy a ranch. Now he come back for a little while. I wish I had his money. If I had one of Mr. Parent's money, P.A., I wouldn't slave in a lunch cart like this.
No wonder you don't have his money, Nick. Look what you are doing.
Oh, what am I doing? Send the money here. What do you know? I roll up a dollar bill again with a paper napkin and throw it away. That's a good one out of me, all right. Throwing away dollar bills. I better put it in the cash register. That's a good one. Me throw dollar bill away.
Then, at 9 o'clock that night, Colonel,
I'm so excited, Chief Croswell. I rushed right over here to your police office. Chief Croswell, don't you see? This dollar bill that I make a mistake about and roll up into my napkin, she's the one of the stolen money from Gladstone Railroad Station. There's the mark on the front of it, like you want on the stocking.
now easy, Nick. Calm down.
Yeah.
This is one of the marked bills, all right, but, Nick, when the Wolverine robbed the Gladstone station, he had no idea he was stealing marked money.
Oh.
But he was. He had every bill in the Gladstone station marked. And this dollar bill certainly has our marking on it.
Well, when you told me, Chief Croswell, to watch all the bills for that little mark on it, I do it. I see the mark on that dollar.
You say it was Joe Parent who gave you this dollar, Nick?
Absolutely, Chief Croswell. Positively, without the moral perception. This morning in my lunchroom, he gave it to me. I remember well, I started to roll it up into my napkin and throw it away, but Pierre the Garner, he was there, and he saw me almost to throw it away.
I wonder where Parent got it. I noticed Parent's back in town, Nick. I understand he bought a ranch out west.
Monsieur, but I ain't saying that Mr. Parent stole this money, Chief Croswell. I'm just saying that Mr. Parent gave it to me. Maybe somebody else gave it to Mr. Parent.
Well, you did a good job spotting it, Nick. It's the first marked bill that's turned up.
Pretty good eyes for an old man, eh? When I see it in my cash register, I get so excited, I knock over 2 ketchup bottles.
Yeah, well, I know the hotel Mr. Parent's stopping at. Think I'll drop over there and see what he can tell me about this dollar bill. Yes? Who is it? Police Chief Croswell. Police? Oh, just a minute. Hello, Mr. Parent. I heard you were back in town. I was wondering if you had any idea where you picked it up.
Oh, I see. Where I picked it up.
Yeah.
I know, Chief. I'm afraid I can't help you. I might have gotten it anywhere.
Well, can you think where you changed any bills? You may even have more of the marked money on you. Take a look in your wallet.
My wallet?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I have it right here in my back pocket.
Hey. What's the idea of that gun, Parent?
As I didn't know, copper. Turn around and watch out that closet in the corner. Come on.
Oh. You're the Wolverine.
Move or I'll plug you.
Yeah. I know you will.
Pretty clever marking that money, Chief. But I won't help you now. Open that closet door, Chief. Now get in. What? Oh, can't your arm the door so it won't close, eh? I'll fix your arm. I'll fight you. Now, wise guy. Nuts, I forgot his gun. I better slam. No, you don't, Parent. Tell me you're shoot.
Going right through that balcony window. A quick search of the alley, Colonel, showed where Parent had landed.
there were bloodstains in the snow. Chief Croswell, following the stains and seeing that they led toward the railroad tracks, hurried back to headquarters and rounded up all available men.
All right, men. Now get lanterns and flashlights. Bloodstains leading toward the tracks. I checked with the railroad, and there's no train passing through. This time we got the Wolverine in the open. Now, Jim, you be ready to swear in more deputies. We need them. I'll let you know.
Right, you son.
Okay, men. Everyone set? Okay. Now we spread out and cover the railroad tracks. Come on, let's go.
The trail led along the railroad for half a mile, Colonel, and then branched off into heavy brush and woodland, where it eventually was lost. Then, just before midnight, a report came that footprints, evidently of Parent, had been seen entering the forest 4 miles to the east. Chief Croswell and Pierre Degan, whose dog Parent had killed, and who since had been deputized, were nearest the spot and picked up the trail. It was 18 below zero. Snow falling heavily.
Chief Croswell, this snow she's falling so fast, she'd blot out Parent's footmark.
Well, we gotta hurry, Pierre. Looks like he's heading for Big Pipe Lake and the railroad beyond. Now, you're the best trapper in the state, Pierre. If anybody can trail him, you can.
Yes, we got to be careful, Chief Croswell. So may wait in ambush and kill before we see him.
Stop. Huh? Something moving over there by those bushes.
That is just another of those square devils. They ever bunched together in wolf pack, Chief Croswell. We be in one tough spot.
Yeah. Well, let's go on.
What horror.
Stop. There is something up ahead this time.
Yeah. A shack just back of the street.
That's probably why Parent headed this way. To get to that shack, out of the wind. We sneak up to that side window. Careful now.
See anything?
No. Looks empty inside.
I'll try the door.
My leg! What's in that trap? Oh, that's hot. It's slow. My leg is broke. The devil, this trap is going right into my leg. Oh, stay here. I'll see if I can pry the trap open. There. It's giving a little. Can you pull your leg out? Yes, little big boy, please. Yes. That's not a here. Legs ripped to pieces. The devil belongs at this trap. Baron knew we were trailing him. He set the trap in front of the door. Get your arm around my neck. I'll have you inside the shack. Mr. Larry, he will get away. Well, I gotta fix his face here. You'll die if I leave him here. In the snow, she will blot out our strikes, Chief Croswell. He will get away. I'm afraid of that, but right now it's your life we gotta worry about. Come on, put your arm around me.
That was a very unusual accident, Sheriff Kern. The police actually being stopped by a bear trap.
Yes, Colonel Schwarzkopf. And it enabled Parent to escape. Alarms were flashed out, and late the next day, word came that a man answering Parent's description had been seen near the railroad station at Champion. Sheriff Kim and Detective Ross left for Champion immediately.
Well, Sheriff Tim, I guess there's no sense hanging around this railroad station any longer. That must have beat it when he saw the station agent had spotted him.
Yeah. What I'm afraid of, Detective Ross, is that Parent will hop a train and head for the Canadian border.
If there are no more trains out of here tonight, Sheriff.
Now, what there is a 10:30 train, leave from over at Astoria tonight.
Sheriff Tim, we should never get over there in time. It's 5 after 10 now, and Astoria is 11 miles away.
We've got to make it in time.
But how?
There's only one possible way. See out there on the railroad siding?
The handcar, Sheriff Tim?
Yes. That's our only chance. We've got to pump that handcar and get to Astoria before the train does.
Holy smoke.
Come on, there's no time to lose. Every second counts. Thanks, Detective Ross. One breath. This is the first time I've ever pumped a handcar, Sheriff Tim. My half broke. Keep pumping. That mighty express will be catching up on us any minute now. I've gone after criminals a good many ways, but never before on a handcar. If the train overtakes us while we're on this trestle, with it. Some, Sheriff. Faster. Good Lord, it's coming now. We haven't a chance. We've got to get across this trestle. Keep stopping. We can't make it. We're almost there. I can see the engine lights right back of us. There, we did it. Slow down. Got to dump this Hanson car off the tracks or the train will be wrecked. Come on. Lift. All right. Right with you. Put your drop a bit further. Now run for the railroad station and track. All right. People are getting on. You see, Barnes? No, not yet, sir. Wait. There he is. Where? Near that woman with the suitcase. What now? He's right back of her. Yes, and we got to get him before he can use his gun. He's put him in a cap with her, too. Stand still. He's looking this way. He's shooting. Come on. Rush him. Go, Sheriff. He's pulling your gun. Now you don't. Cut off that gun. I'll kill you. Don't. I'll get it on, Ross. Put the cuff on him. All right. Well, you don't. Let him, Ross. All right, take it, Sheriff. Now I have. Another sugar-headed kid. Hopping trains is always part of your scheme, Parrot. But this is one train you're missing. Come on. You're going in the opposite direction.
Sheriff Kern, the police did a remarkable job in ending the menace of the Wolverine. Thank you for telling us this case.
Well, yes, Colonel Schwarzkopf. Joseph Parent had proved one of the most elusive and wily criminals. But today, Joseph Parent is behind bars at the Marquette State Prison in Michigan.
Well, it certainly was quick thinking on the part of Sheriff Kim and Detective Ross in using that handcar to cut off Parent's escape.
I was just going to mention that, Colonel Schwarzkopf. But when Detective Ross complained a few seconds ago that his back was half broke with working the handcar, it brought to my mind the many letters we received from regular railroad men applauding Sloan's liniment. And praise from them is praise indeed. Yes, Sloan's liniment helps to save many an hour's work that might otherwise be lost. And these days, when every pair of hands count, that's important. And that's the reason so many men make sure to keep a bottle of Sloan's liniment on the job with them, as well as on the medicine shelf at home. Because Sloan's is the pat-on liniment. All you need is a few minutes during a rest period or your lunch hour to apply it to that sore and aching muscle. Like a heat treatment, Sloan's will be helping to bring you quick and comforting relief while you work. Just pat Sloan's on. That's all there is to it. So tonight or tomorrow, on your way home from work, drop in at a convenient drugstore and get a bottle of dependable Sloan's liniment to keep in your locker. You'll find Sloan a real friend in need when you want relief in a hurry. And now, Gangbusters presents its nationwide clues of criminals still at large. Wanted for questioning, murder, man described as 70, about 5 feet 8 inches, 160 pounds, thinning gray hair, parted left side, thinning gray hair, parted left side, gray-brown eyes with prominent crow's feet, gray-brown eyes with prominent crow's feet, no teeth, refers to himself as yours truly, man of 70, gray hair parted on left side, crow's feet around eyes, refers to himself as yours truly, man fitting this description, sought for questioning concerning murder by Sheriff's Office, Port Orchard,
Washington. Charged with bank robbery, George Thompson, 32, 6 feet 1/4 inch, 155 pounds, hair dark, combed back, long nose, deformed, slopes to right side, long nose, deformed, slopes to right side, long neck with prominent Adam's apple, long neck with prominent Adam's apple, large hands, walks very erect, never wears hat, likes to play cards, man, 32, tall, slim, nose sloping to right, long neck with prominent Adam's apple, man fitting this description, wanted for questioning, bank robbery, Katona, New York. Charged with violation National Motor Vehicle Theft Act, Edward Hendrickson, 42, 5 feet 9 inches, 165 pounds, heavy black hair, dark eyes, scar over right eye, scar right cheek, scar left front chin, mole left cheek, nose turns up at end, gold capped upper front tooth, tip left index finger amputated, neat dresser, likes to play golf, bridge.
If you have any information concerning these clues, notify your local police, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, or gangbusters at once. And now here's what Philip H. Lord has planned for next week.
Gangbusters, friends, for Sloan's Liniment next week, we're going to take you behind the scenes as a modern police department unravels a series of baffling incidents. Learn how the police found a paper matchbox, an umbrella, and an antifreeze tag. Hear how these small articles set the police on the trail of an infamous gang and the startling climax.
You won't want to miss 1 second of next week's gripping Sloan's Liniment presentation of Gangbusters. Gangbusters is a Philip H. Lord production which has originated in New York.